Hi, I'm Danny Ecker with your Chicago Business Today Midday Report. The latest Crain's Ipsos Illinois Poll offers some insight into public opinion of Mayor Rahm Emanuel. In an online survey of 600 adults in and around Chicago, 37% of respondents say they approve of how he's handling his job, though about 36% say the opposite. The poll also found that for the most part, the recent teacher strike didn't appear to hurt him. And with more on the results, I'm joined by our Greg Hines. Greg, some split reviews here of the mayor. Were you surprised by this, and what was the timing of this poll, too?
Well, we did the poll, Ipsos did it a couple weeks ago, so it was immediately after the school strike was settled. But, you know, there's been a lot of stuff happening this summer. The murder rate has gone through the roof in the city. It was hot. The teachers went on strike. You would think that all of those, together with the bad economy, would take a little bit of a toll on his numbers, and they have.
Break down some of these issues that were at hand here. I mean, there were some interesting insights as far as those crime, you know, how he's handled crime, obviously this year, and the education and taxes, other things. What stood out?
Two things. He got his worst marks on crime. That's not a surprise. The papers have been filled and TVs all for months about murders and gang problems or whatever. But perhaps a little bit surprising on taxes too. That may explain why in the new budget he's going to unveil next Wednesday, the mayor says there aren't going to be any new taxes, aren't going to be any new fee increases, and maybe their polls show the same thing that our poll showed. Surprisingly, he got his best marks on handling education, where by about a 2-to-1 margin, people approved of his handling of education. What that tells me is that even though we in the media have a lot of fun making fun of Rambo and his foul mouth and everything else, people want a fighter. They want a guy who's going to stand up and say, that's it, and I'm going to go for it. I don't care how many feathers I ruffle.
The tough guy mayor. A little bit of insight as well in this poll as to public opinion here of President Obama versus Mitt Romney here. What came from that, I guess, and also would like to hear your take on the debate last night, and maybe how that may shift anything, if at all, in Illinois.
If Barack Obama's going to worry about Illinois, he's got bigger problems on his hand. He's in fine shape in his home state, although we took the poll before the debate. He had a bad night. Mitt Romney had a good night. Mitt Romney woke up. Obama seemed to be in that incumbent bubble. My advice would be, hey, if you want to win, you got to play to win, not just to not lose.
Okay, Greg, good stuff. Thanks for the time.
You're welcome.